everyone tuned into this video, not scratch that, everyone who watches football, hell, everyone in the world needs to start putting some respect,
nigga, when my name come up, respect it,
on my boy Travis Hunter name, and acknowledge that he is indeed him. And by the end of this video, I will leave no doubt about Travis HIMNESS, and I will have your unequivocal support in this fact as well. Let's go.
Who ready? I'm ready. Well, give me my darn theme music then, DJ.
Anyone who's ever been deemed him in the history of himness has an origin story. In Dragon Ball Z, we had Goku really being a Saiyan, Ichigo really being the offspring of a pure-blood Soul Reaper in Bleach, and Tom Brady being drafted in the 6th round, just to name a few. And our boy Trav ain't no different. Nah, scratch that. Trav was just born with that dog in him. Only a few people in the history of mankind to be born with that dog in them, and I can name a few off the top of my head. And that's Jesus, me,
boy, if you don't get,
and Trav, just to name a few. And just like every real in the history of himdom, the haters are always going to want to see you prove that you're him. Braun had to prove he was him. Mahomes had to prove he was him. Ichigo been him. But it was no different for Travis. The haters wanted him to prove he was him.
Say decoy again.
fuck you.
Folks didn't care that my mans was one of the highest rated 5-star players in the country. Folks didn't care that my mans played both ways on the field. Shout out Frank Ocean. Just like the disciples, folks ain't want to believe in his greatness. You dig? So like all real ass in the history of himdom, what did Travis do? He proved it. Hella folks was casting mad doubt on Travis' himness coming out of high school. Mainly due to Trav deciding to go play for the GOAT in Coach Prom, which makes sense when you really think about it. Think about it. If I know I'm him, why would I want to go be coached by the GOAT? That's like Luffy declining training from Goku. That's like Shador saying no to Brady being his mentor. It just doesn't make sense. And you don't become him without having any sense. You there watching, do you have any sense? That's a rhetorical question. Don't answer that. So anyways, man, my mans had decided to slide with gang to Jackson State. And I ain't gonna lie, he was putting on a straight show out there. He had them boys looking foolish on that field. And by the end of the season, he had proved that he was him. But to really leave no doubt about your himness, you have to do it consistently. I mean, that's the reason why people consider Braun the GOAT. So Trav said, say less, my boy, and took his talents to the P5 level, which is basically the equivalent of Sanji joining the Straw Hat Pirates. If you know, you know. And how would he fare at the Power 5 level? Well, just ask this goofy, the first to bear witness to Travis HIMNESS. But seriously, just look at this guy. Lego. Anyways, my boy Travis will be straight dominating
Pause!
these boys on the P5 level. That is, until a very dark moment happened. And the ops had snuck my boy. And I ain't gonna lie, man, when he got hurt, it had me in my feelings like...
I think I know.
But seriously, when Trav got hurt, I couldn't eat. I couldn't sleep. All because they hurt my goat.
Hell, get off that nigga dick, bro. What is you doing?
What? No, you right. I was dick riding.
That's what I'm saying, bro. You gotta calm down with that shit.
Yeah, my
But that would prove to be nothing but a minor setback for a major comeback. Because on the third game, I said on the third game, he rose again. But our boy would return back after 3 games from his injury, and he would give Stanford that work. At least on offense. Not gonna hold you, my boy was getting that work on defense. But every real in the history of himdom has gotten that work before. Luffy has gotten that work. Steph has gotten that work. Saitama has never really gotten that work before. Quick side note. I'm convinced 98% of all of the hymns in the history of hymndom are bald. Saitama, bald. Michael Jordan, bald. This nigga who was always on my TV growing up, bald. So, like I was saying, every real in the history of hymndom has gotten that work before, besides Saitama. And all it did was motivate them to come back and be a beast. And Trav ain't no different, man, because the following week after, my man's got his lit back. And it pretty much went like that for the rest of the season. So, in conclusion, Travis is a W mans who is also a Riz King with immaculate drip. You add these 3 things together, and that equals him.
2 + 2 is 4. -1, that's 3. Quick maths.
Also, I hate coconut. Doesn't have anything to do with this video. I'm just saying. I guess we can end it here. But guess what? Follow my Twitter because we're about to run it up. Guess what else? Follow my TikTok because we're about to run it up. And remember, it's okay to drink the Kool-Aid. And if you rock with your boy, subscribe to my channel. Okay? Peace.